was nearly 2 months old when my parents were door knocked. There was two sisters at the time. My parents went on to have 5 kids, and we grew up in a little fellowship, and we came to meetings that were just like this, choruses and a talk and everything, and it was a really good life. I used to go to Sunday school on Sundays, and I really liked that. And then in the second meeting, it was like you'd ask your parents if you could sit on this person's sleeping bag and colour with them, and it was just like a really happy upbringing in the Lord, and I really liked it. And then when I was 7 years old, I started realising that I heard so much about speaking in tongues, and I knew it was really important, and I knew that if I didn't speak in tongues, I wasn't going to go to heaven. Like, basically, that's what I knew what was going to happen. And so I just decided to go into my bedroom and pray, and all I did was say hallelujah, and I don't even really remember that part, but I remember knowing it was important, and I was by myself, and then after I received the Spirit, I spoke in tongues, and then I was baptized after that by full immersion, fully underwater, and so I was really excited, and you get that little certificate, and I've still got it, and it's just really exciting. My parents put it in a little frame and everything, and it was just a really good upbringing, and every time something went wrong in our life, we would always pray, and I could see the difference between like my grandma, who was in the Lord, and my parents, and I used to have warts on my feet when I was a kid, and it wasn't very pretty, and my parents would say, just pray about it, and we'd pray together. But my grandma would take me to the doctor, and she had this cream and this like little scalpel thing, and it was pretty gross. And so I could totally see the attitudes between my parents and people, my family that weren't in the Lord. And even my auntie asked me recently, are you happy there? Like, do you feel happy? And you don't feel like you missed out on anything? And I sort of thought about it for a second and said, not really. Like, I'm totally happy. I've traveled in the Lord. I've stayed with people that I've become really good friends with. I've lived with people that I've never met before and had like this amazing experience with them, just all being in the Lord together. And I know I've been married in the Lord, which has been so awesome, more than I thought that it could be. And so it's just been really a blessed life in the Lord, and I love that, when something happens in your life, that perhaps there's a reason for it, or that the Lord's going to bless it no matter what happens. And I really like that sort of peace and assurance that the Lord's in charge, and we do our best to work and things like that, but at the end of the day, the Lord kind of directs us and knows what's going on, and I feel like that's really awesome. It sort of takes the pressure off worrying about things, and I've been so blessed with so many things, especially financially. Just for example, when I went to college, I didn't have a job, I didn't have a car, and I had not much experience in Perth, the big city, and so I just prayed about it, and that was my parents' attitude. They were such a good example to me, because anytime anything happened, that was the first reaction, just to pray about things, and I really appreciated that, because all the time it worked out, and so it was, we'll just pray about that. And leading up to me leaving, I lived like an hour and a half into the country, so it was kind of a big deal for me to move that far away, and I got given a car for free. It was a really old car, but I loved it, and it just totally did the job. And I got a job before I moved there. That whole situation was so blessed. And then I found out from my school that my principal had like signed me up for these scholarship-y things, and so I got like $3,000 in cash, and it was just really blessed. And I thought, whoa, like just watching all these pieces fall into place, and at that stage in your life when you're starting to move into adulthood, I guess, that the Lord's going to help with that, and He really helped me so much, and I'm just so grateful to be in the Lord. I love what he does for me every day and just in life. I just think he's totally got it in control. And my mum passed away when I was little, but I can really see how that was blessed because, you know, my mum passed away. My dad had 5 kids, and the youngest twins were 3. They were really little, and then there was this other family that was broken too, and how the Lord kind of brought us all together. And my stepmom is just amazing. She did so much for our family, and you know, we became this family in the Lord. And all my brothers and sisters, all 6 of us, are still walking in the Lord, which is really awesome. And I just can't wait till he returns, and I'm so grateful for the life he's given me in the meantime.